Wow, considering we had a heavy rain and it's wet out there, our traffic is pretty heavy. My employee is down sweeping, checking out the trail, so I'm alone up here checking in cars. That's why I'm talking like 300 miles an hour. But I'm going to get this done. You can see the backwards bow. I don't know if you can see this. Got a pretty decent bend. It's still, I would guess, at 18 inches, if I was to do it, it would probably be 60 pounds. So it's a little on the high side. But look at that cross section. What do you want to take away from this video? It's first of all, I could have easily just sinew backed it once I get this face shape and round edges or whatever I'm going to do, and then tillered afterwards. But I'm in the habit of getting it, it's a little stiff right through here, but that's okay, final tiller. I'm in the habit of getting it down to close because I usually steam bend or heat bend my bows. It's easier to bend thinner wood, so that's why I do it before sinew backing. I just like to have kind of a bow done. But I'm going to reduce it further by rounding the back. And you'd be surprised at how much, maybe you wouldn't, how much draw weight you take off by crowning the back. Not just trapping it, trapezoidal thing to reduce stresses, but actually rounding it so it makes it look like it was a smaller stave. And so I'm at a good point. Next step, rounding it. And then sinew backing. Might do a little bit on the tips. I don't put the grooves in before I sinew back. I just make sure it's stuck on really good, and then I put my grooves or form the tip afterwards. And so, yeah, I could just sinew back it right now if I want, but I'm gonna round it, make it more efficient. Engineering talk. How did I flatten it? See, this is the belly, nice and flat. After I took this device and worked it down to the lines, there and abouts. I also use sanding block, orbital disc sander, blah, 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 to get it down to where I'm sighting it. It's nice and uniform, taper. But I also rely on my trusty W84 Western cutlery knife. Not the best steel, but it's my buddy. I've made lots of bows with this. Scraping it, scraping it. Yep. And then just a little bit of sanding, but again, not of any consequence. So what are you going to take away from this? If you are a sinew backer, you can sinew at any time. I personally tiller it to a degree before I sinew back it. Why? It's the test. So I can have a better chance at heat bending it. What shall I do with this? You see it's got, this is just natural deflex right here. I'm going to figure out, this is the tricky part. And again, I'm going to refer to that video, Comanche bows. I don't know what it is offhand. I'll let you research it. I don't want to make this too easy for you. I'm not the coddling type. You want it? Work for it. The wisdom of the ages. But I'm going to see the deflex in those. I mean, they've been working on these for generations, and so they got it nailed down. I want to see where they put that deflex in because I really love that shape when it's strung and drawn. And trust me, the subtleties of bows, a minor bend here will look completely different than a minor bend here, which will look completely different than a minor bend there. Just saying. Now, I can't finish there. Got clear run at it. Nobody's coming in. If you deflex the tips on a short bow, consider either having grooves so the string won't slide off, or the bent tab tips. Just look at my videos, bent tab tips, and you see it kick up. Compensates for a deflex or a long draw length on a short bow. It's probably why the West Coast paddle bows were like that. Man, they had this tremendous bend radius, draw length compared to the length of the bow, so they tipped it up so the string wouldn't slide off, because they used pin knocks, not pins, but maybe lozenge knocks. Pin knocks is just a way to say it. Kind of, you can just slide the string off then, which I like. I don't like trying to wrestle it up here, whatever. Pin knocks rule. That's all. I was successful. I need to get a screenshot. There's my screenshot. Oh, look, a surprise. Surprise.